Remember that song about walking in the rain just to get wet on purpose? One of the best songs to come out of Manchester in a long time. So that's where I am. Can I see ya? I'm in Chicago, and this video might go badly wrong because it's windy. The rain's just eased off. The Manchester United team bus is just being taken past me. I've just had a word with several of the players after a very impressive performance. Manchester United 4, Bournemouth 1. That's the second consecutive victory in pre-season, and it's only pre-season, and I'll probably say that a million times, it's pre-season, but I'm speaking to enough people to know that the mood is much better than 1 year ago and 2 years ago. It won't be if my umbrella, which I've rented from my hotel in Chicago, but at least I've got a hotel because I've not got one on Friday night here. I've just looked at it and the prices are through the roof because there's some big festival on, and I'm not in the market for paying 400 to 600 quid for a room in Chicago. No thank you. So 4-1, some really good movement in the rain, in the wind, good pressing, good fitness. As I said, I just spoke to several of the players, ranging from Ethan Williams to I suppose Luke Shaw to Harry Maguire. Asked Ruben Amorim a question. I'm just a bit lost now. Where am I? Yep, I'm going to go this way. Can you see the skyline? This is America's third biggest city, Chicago, Illinois. It's a really top city. And what we've done here, I've just been interviewing people, meeting people day after day. We've met David Moyes, Rio Ferdinand, Brian Mbeumo, lots of players, and that's what the pre-seasons are good for, that type of stuff. Is this angle really bad? Would you rather see? Sorry about this. Look at that. So off the top of my head, the ratings, Tom Heaton, just spoke to Tom, enjoyed it. The best player on the pitch was Patrick Dorgu, and he started right from the start. I better give you more. All my notes are on my computer, so I'm just doing this off the top of my head. Dorgu scored, really effective down the left. He was aggressive, he was winning tackles. I'll tell you who else stood out for me. Rasmus Hojlund scored 1, or was it 2? Look at the top of the buildings. We're in the clouds. Don't know how this is going to look when it goes out. Wholesale changes in the second half. First, De Ligt came on. He got a goal. Unfortunately, it was in his own goal. And then there were 9 changes. So I think only Tom Heaton stayed on throughout. Bournemouth, of course, have sold a lot of players. I've just been in the press conference with the manager, Andoni Iraola, and he was saying we probably weren't as good as people were saying after we beat Everton last week, and probably weren't as bad as people might say we were tonight, having lost against Manchester United. Where do I go here now? Just walking into an underpass, and I'm going to lose my umbrella if I'm not careful. Bruno was playing like it was a Champions League final. I love it. Luke Shaw, just had a good chat with Luke. You know, 10 years ago, I had a chat with Luke, which was pretty much exactly the same, where he said, I'll never forget it, I wouldn't wish my injuries on anybody. 10 years on, he said pretty much the same about last year, but he wants to look forward. He is fit, he's back. He wasn't fit last season, even when he was playing. And yeah, I really want it to work out for him. I think he's a really good player. And you know, he doesn't want to be injured. Harry Maguire played. Lenny Yoro at the right of a free. Luke was at the left. Harry was in the centre. Casemiro, Lina, which is encouraging. Let's just see how he is at what formation Manchester United play in terms of who plays around him. Who else? So yeah, Ethan Williams, good lad, Manchester lad. Gorton United went on loan last season to Cheltenham Town. Was telling me about scoring the best goal ever at Newport away. Let me work through the team as well. Rasmus, really nice glancing header. That sounds a bit of a cliche, that. But what he did was he just got in front of the defender to meet a Dorgu cross. And put United ahead. It's not often United score 4, so I'm going to talk about it for a bit of time. This umbrella is pulling badly on me. And see this little bit of Chicago, Sunday ordered by here 2 years ago in the Pet Shop Boys. Absolutely brilliant, but you don't need to know that, do you? Kobe Mainu came on as well. Mason Mount was to the left of Hojlund, and Ahmad was to the right, although Ahmad often came in. I thought United pressed really well. They look fitter. I know for a fact that the mood is really decent. And yes, it's pre-season. If you lose 4-0 against Arsenal on the opening day, which is not going to happen, by the way, the mood will hit. Do I get on that little thing there? That e-bike? No, I'm going to walk towards the metro station. I'm just trying to remember the notes that I made. Conditions were awful. So the Soldier Field Stadium, which is really smart on the south side of Chicago, it seats 62,000. Probably the crowd was 40,000, but it thinned out a lot because the rain was so bad, and it was still a decent crowd. Everton played West Ham in the preceding game, and then the United are top of the 4-team group. Well, hey, we're going to win the summer series of the Premier League. So this has all been organised by the Premier League rather than Manchester United. And I did a night last night with Wes Brown in Chicago. Maybe 200 Reds were there. Good night, really boisterous. People singing for Harry Maguire. I'll put that in this bit of the video, actually. Harry saw that. Harry was buzzing off that. And Manchester United are well supported here. Jason's a lad from England who lives over here. He pulls a lot of it together. Who else did I like who came on? No, it's good. I'm just seeing that the patterns of play that they're working on, that Manchester United are doing a lot of tactical work in training. So when journalists have been going down there, they get a little glimpse and then the tactical work starts. And it definitely helps being here in one place rather than flying around. 2 years ago, it was really tricky. United were in San Diego and then LA and then in Houston. Remember when Kobe got injured against Real Madrid? So it's much better that they're all here. Manager's getting his ideas across. But United do need more players, definitely. Need a striker. They're trying to sign Šeško. I said in February that he was the #1 target before United signed Xerxes. United have tried to sign him a few times before, various reasons why he hasn't come. One was that if he stayed and built up his reputation and a potential fee, then that might not be a bad thing for him. And then, yeah, I think there'll be more transfer activity. But as we've said all along, United absolutely need to sell as well. But don't need to sell before they buy. There is a little bit of wiggle room. That is my understanding of it. So it's not ended up too bad, this video, has it? I'm now at an underpass, and look, when I come out, look what you see. Look at that. And that's just a little bit of the Chicago skyline. So the second part of this interview is going to be me talking about architecture for 2 hours. Joking. That's it. I'm going to go to Atlanta, Georgia, from alongside Manchester on Saturday morning for the next game, the final game of this tour, which is against Everton. Good chat with David Moyes today. I like him. I think he's a really good football man. I think he's far funnier than people see because he's quite serious in press conferences, but I've long had a decent relationship with David. I met Seamus Coleman as well. But anyway, we're not talking about Everton, are we? We're talking about Manchester United. And we've just smashed Bournemouth with their 10,000 capacity stadium 4-1 here in the wonderful city of Chicago, and maybe I can end this with a view of the Chicago skyline, or maybe it just doesn't work out like that at all. There you go, a bit of it. Good night.